Atlas welcoming you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois for our main event. 12 rounds of welterweight action. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
Knockout and 5 losses. Coming out of Memphis, Tommy the Hitman Hearns. His adversary, with a record of 45 triumphs, 32 by way of knockout, and only 2 losses. Fighting out of Stockport, Ricky the Hitman Hatton.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch him up.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. A good block by Ricky Hatton, and he just holds on there. Every fight takes on its own unique personality. And this fight looks like it's going to be a matching of wits, a technical display.
Yeah, if it was a chess match, it wouldn't be a lot of knights jumping over to castles. It'd be a lot of pawns moving forward very steadily.
Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have 2 speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
Halfway through round number 1. Protecting his head well with his guard. Ricky Hatton's banged by an uppercut. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Good exchange, he fires back. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Ricky Hatton.
Stay on the outside.
And Tommy Hearns scores well with a big uppercut. Ricky Hatton's last round, to me, Teddy, completely ineffective. His accuracy way off the mark, throwing punches, but lost the round.
Joe, talking about being off the mark, if you're traveling outside, you're lost. You need a map to find your way. He needs a map right now to find his way. He needs some direction.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
I shake it off.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Solid hook from Hearns. There's the old 1-2. Ricky Hatton's punch didn't come close. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Tommy Hearns.
Come on, here's Foster.
Halfway through this round. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Looking good.
Takes one, but gets one. Good work by Ricky Hatton. Huge uppercut by Hatton. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Good work defensively by Tommy Hearns. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
Blocks a shot and then lands an uppercut of his own. That's an impactful right hand by Ricky Hatton.
Stay on the inside.
Keep it going.
Hatton's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Watch the hook.
And that's the end of round 2.
Needs to move.
You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
And the old 1-2 by Tommy Hearns. That's a well-scored left hand by Ricky Hatton. Gets rid of that effort.
Teddy, what a statement win his knockout of Pepino Cuevas was.
Not only a statement win, but it told you what to expect in the future. Here's a guy who's wiry, he's explosive, and if you leave him at the end of his punches where he can get full extension on his punches, full power, full leverage, he was gonna knock a lot of guys out.
And he's holding.
Looking
Hatton
good.
able to block a punch. Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. He just missed that shot up top.
Forward.
Doubling up the jab by Ricky Hatton. Good block by Tommy Hearns. Fires right back at him.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Tommy Hearns is smacked up top. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring and keep your distance.
That was good. Nice work. Beautiful.
Start of round 4, I was trying to listen in to what was told to him after the 3rd round. Teddy, he trails on your scorecard 3 rounds to zip. He's throwing a lot of punches, but he needs some better advice.
Yeah, well, one of the things that he could be told, and I would tell him, is move after your last punch. Don't stand there and wait for the receipt. You're paying a price.
A big right hand from Hearns. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Hatton's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Halfway through round number 4. You know, we're early in this fight, but Hatton's energy may come into question soon. He's throwing a lot of punches, Teddy.
Yeah, and his mental energy, too. I'm wondering if he's getting a little discouraged that his opponent is not showing a lot of effect from all those shots.
Well timed by Tommy Hearns. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Ricky Hatton blocks that punch. Hatton's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. More than one punch downstairs. That can be damaging. 10 seconds to go in the 4th. Hearns has got to deal with a cut cheek. And round 4 comes to an end. Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut.
What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight and what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Landing 2 jabs by Tommy Hearns. A little head hunting with the right. Hearns is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. He's just having his way on the outside against the guy that can't afford to stay there.
No, he has to find a way to get inside. I have a little advice for him. Start moving your head and start working your way in without catching the punches on the way in.
Double up on your punches.
Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Crashes home with a hook. And another right hand comes in. He missed with that headshot.
Back to the body.
Ricky Hatton's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there.
You're still not moving enough. Move.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Missed the body shot. What an excellent 2-punch combo by Ricky Hatton.
Finish with the hook.
Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. And that's the end of round 5. One of his eyes is completely shut. They want this fight to continue on. They want to give themselves every chance they have to win it. What do they need to do?
Well, what they need to do is be very calm in the corner, get pressure on that cut, get the right medicines in there, and maybe find a way to fool around in the corner somehow, dump some water, you know, in the corner where the referee has to spend a little bit more time cleaning it up. They want to get a little bit more seconds.
Good defensive skill with the block by Ricky Hatton. Hatton's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way.
Stay away from the inside.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Jump on him. Nice.
Ball punch.
Stay on the outside.
Tommy Hearns' jab lands well. Teddy, this may come to a shock to many fans back in Manchester, but this fight could soon be over. The ref is taking a strong look at Ricky Hatton.
You're right, Joe, and he hasn't been. Hatton has not been in these kind of spots often, but these are the kind of spots, the dog days that you always have to prepare for. We're going to find out in a couple seconds, has he prepared for this kind of dog day?
Give credit to Ricky Hatton. Defensively flawed, he paid the price, but now he's trying to get himself back into this fight. And now you're seeing the beard that this guy possesses, because he went from stunned and damaged to staying right upright.
No, this is like Santa Claus's beard. I'm telling you right now.
And he returns on that exchange.
He's working the jab.
Hatton's cut, and you can see blood coming from his mouth. Now, I don't know if maybe the mouthpiece caused that, but the bottom line is that he can be swallowing that, and that can take away from his wind and conditioning.
Jab, jab, and throw. Throw to the body, then to the head, then finish to the body.
Here we go. Action to start the 7th round. Hearns is going to try to keep things going in this direction. He has dominated the action all night long. Ricky Hatton's work rate is impressive, Teddy, but his connect percentage is not.
No, there's two reasons for it, Joe. One is his opponent. His opponent is pretty smart in there. You know, he's not just standing there saying, hey, hit me. He's moving, he's being smart defensively. The other thing is the punch is a little too wide. Needs to shorten him up a little.
A good, clean, old 1-2 by Ricky Hatton.
Got him!
Hatton's on the receiving end of a very good. You knew the swelling was bad. Now you see the result. The ref stepping in, stopping this fight. That's a TKO.